If you really want to be that kind of person where everybody looks and says, oh, they're here, it's because you're lifting up other people. You're an encouragement to others. People want to be around people that make them feel good, that encourage them, that lift them up. You see, there are basically two kinds of people in the world. There are the pluses and the minors. There are the lifters and the leaners. There are the people who lift you up and encourage you, and then there are others that just kind of lean on you. And the longer they lean, the heavier it gets. So I tell people all the time, relationships are really quite simple. Just decide to intentionally be a plus. To elevate a person, you have to believe in that person. You have to look at them and say and see the value within them. If you believe in them, if you see them as a person of value, you will much more likely elevate them. The second thing you have to do to elevate them is you have to say words of encouragement, because it's in the words that we say that begins to lift the spirits of the person. Just because I think it or believe in you, if I don't say it, there's no elevation. So think about your day today. Who are you going to see? Who are you going to be with? That you could not only look at them and value them and believe in them, but you could look at them and say something of value and belief and express your belief in that person. Trust me, if you do that, you'll lift them. And somebody said, how can you know that someone unconditionally loves you? I can tell you how you know that. You can go to that person and say anything you want to that person. And you know when it's done, they still love you. People are freed up with forgiveness. The person who needed it and the person that forgives. When I find a person that is unforgiving, I find that they're not in touch with who they are. What I mean by that is very simple. I need forgiveness almost daily in my life. I see my failures. I see my humanness. I see my shortcomings. I don't measure up. The moment I realize I need forgiveness of others is the moment that I'll become ready to forgive others. When I think I'm beyond that, I stop forgiving others. So, take a good look at yourself. Are there times that you need to be forgiven? If the answer is yes, readily forgive others. Two people will be free when you do so. The person forgiven, and if your habits don't line up with your dream, then you need to either change your habits or change your dream. People, they don't lead their life, they accept their life. If I accept my life, I'm not creating my own future. I'm just enduring the future that comes to me. But the moment that I become intentional, the moment that I say, I have a choice, I can make a difference, I don't have to become a victim, the moment that happens within my life, I begin to create a better future for me. So the question is, do I wait for good things to happen? Well, if I do, I'm just accepting my life. Or do I work for good things to happen, which means I'm intentionally taking action to do my very best to make the best out of something that isn't so hot? I hope that you no longer wait for good things to happen for you and to you. I hope you begin to intentionally work to make them happen. Between motivation and manipulation of people. And motivation is always right, and manipulation is never right. Motivation is moving people for mutual advantage, where manipulation is moving people for my personal advantage. I think the challenge, Michael, with leaders, I think we usually start off kind of pure, but as we're successful, we build our business and we increase our clients and make a lot more money. I think all of a sudden we began to take leadership and almost began to turn it to, it's about me, and it's about you helping me and you serving me and you making me better. And I think the moment that leadership begins to be for me instead of for you, that's when I start manipulating you. That's moving people for personal advantage. And of course, that's always wrong. You can go from failure to success, but you can't go from excuses to success. Do more than what anyone else would ever expect out of you.